FNL Vintage. Retro runway footage. Resurfaced interviews. And style archives. Revisit iconic collections. And celebrities. Of fashion seasons past.
Hey, welcome to Fashion News Live. I'm your host, Rocco. I'm here with Charlotte Ronson. How do you feel? Your show's going to start in a bit.
I know. I feel good. I feel excited. I feel kind of like I'm in a little cage right here, and I'm like, what's going on over here?
Let's pan there for a second. Look, that is everything that's happening, right? So what's happening? Dressers are getting ready, the model.
Dressers getting ready. We did the music run through, just figuring out, doing the lighting, testing everything, and just having the girls walk out.
So after last Fashion Week and the show ended, what did you do immediately when the show was done? Did you go off to get
here for a while, and then yeah, I just went home, changed, checked my phone to see where all my family and friends went, because it's just not fun to wait around. And then I think I went to dinner, and then I had my after party.
So what are we going to see in the runway today?
The inspiration this season for the runway is a lot more lady. It's kind of a modern wardrobe for a real girl. It's a girl that, likes to match her hat to her tights, to her gloves, to her bags, but does it in a very carefree way. She loves all the details. It's very polished, very matchy, very kind of perfectly tucked in. But then it's also the same girl has a very retro ski feel. It just kind of came about, and so the girls are all in like the white tights, and they have the matching knit caps that match the sweaters, and it kind of veered away a little bit from grunge this season, so it's kind of more clean, lady, refined, but also it has the little kind of edge with, a lot of the leather caps and jackets and skirts and kind of.
I'm here with Charlotte Miller, the key makeup artist, backstage at the Betsy Johnson show for her collection for fall 2012. So can you tell me what the look is that you and Betsy Johnson are going for this year? I know that Maybelline is the makeup sponsor here, so if you could tell me the look.
It is a glamorous 60s twiggy look that has been dolled up especially for Betsy, who loves beautiful girls and fun girls.
And then what products are you using for Maybelline?
I'm using Fit Me foundation, Fit Me powder, the Color Explosion palette number 05, that's called Caffeine Rush. And on the cheeks, there is Dream Bouncy Blush in number 5 and 45. And on the lips, called Sensational Lipstick, and it's called Born With It. And gloss on top. And I've added 3 pieces of glitter on the eye and lots of falsies mascara.
And if you could give me a makeup tip for this season, what beauty health tip would you give to the women out there that are trying to have better skin and maybe they have a problem with their skin?
Apply the foundation like it's your cream. Don't put it on as heavy,
I'm here with Debbie Bancroft. How are you?
I'm so well, thanks.
So, what brings you out tonight?
Well, I love fashion. I live in New York, but I especially love Nicole. She's one of my best friends and one of my favorite designers, and this is kind of the beginning of Fashion Week for me.
It is. And what are you wearing this evening?
Can you imagine? I'm wearing Nicole Miller.
I believe it. It looks amazing. So you're probably used to coming to events like this. I mean, you've all over New York City, and right?
You know, we get a lot of these invitations, but some of them are really special. I mean, it's not always easy to get over here and to kind of wait for the show to begin. So I think our friends kind of rise to the surface, and she's my very best.
Now, are there other shows that you're going to be attending this year, this season?
Yes, I'm going to go to Dennis Basso and Naeem Khan.
Love Dennis. He's a really nice guy.
I love Dennis too. And Badgley Mishka and Naeem Khan, and I think that might be it. I've got to work too.
I have to say, I love the people, Mark, and from Badgley Mishka.
You've got a good gig, I'll tell you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to bring you on one of these days. Hold my mic. Let's go interview people, something like that.
I'd love it. So much fun. Thanks for talking.
Thank
to
you
me.
so much for your
Pleasure.
time. Absolutely.
Take good
And
care.
I spoke to Nicole backstage, and the show's going to be amazing. She's using Neosporin. She's using all these different types of different fabrics and digital prints on this and that and this and that. She's really excited. She said that this collection has been the most stressful collection. You know what they say? When you get butterflies and stress, that means you're going to do a really good job.
And did you hear about her reptile shoes that got stopped at customs today? She had 20 pairs of reptile shoes coming in from Asia, and they thought they were real, and they stopped them. And she had someone go out and scrape the reptile to show that in fact they weren't. But that shows how good her product is. Fake reptile looked like the real thing.
Deborah Messing, how do you do?
I do very well. How do you do?
I'm doing better now that I have your arm. I'll
Thank
switch my.
you.
So what are you wearing? You look stunning.
I am wearing all the deliciousness of Michael Kors.
He really does an amazing job, doesn't he?
I think he does. I feel like I'm his biggest fan. I have been. He's been my go-to guy for 10 years, and now I feel like we're friends.
Well, I saw you kissing him on the cheeks in the back, and I think, yeah, it was. He's like, "Thank you for coming. Thank you for having us." And it was an amazing show. So, what have you been working on?
I have been working on my new TV show Smash on NBC.
And are you guys wrapped? Are you done filming?
No, we film for probably another month, but we've been shooting since the end of August.
Do you miss the old days of Will and Grace?
Oh, there's always a part of me that would love to have the laughter, the daily laughter that was Will and Grace.
I have to say, I've interviewed Eric McCormick a few times, and he's so funny. He is so funny. And he's actually also a part of an association in Los Angeles called Angel Food. Are you familiar with that?
Yes, I am. He's very, very involved.
Yeah, he is. So are there any non-for-profit organizations that you work with that you would like to know all your fans, let them know?
Yes,
or?
I'm global ambassador for Youth AIDS.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, and so I have been to Zimbabwe, and I've testified on the Hill in Washington trying to get more funding for AIDS research and support.
I'm here with the amazing Dennis Basso backstage.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. A little excited, a little bit nervous, but I think we're almost home.
Well, it looks like you're home. I just gotta, these models have to get dressed. You're gonna walk in the runway. How does it feel before a show starts? When you say a little excited, a little nervous?
Well, it's a little, the anticipation. It's like the final moments. It's like opening night of a Broadway show that's gonna only be for 15 minutes, and you want it to be perfect, and there's no changing. So it has to be letter perfect and ready to go, and I think we're okay.
How much time does it take to put a collection together for your team?
We start months out getting ideas, but no matter how far out we start, we're always working till 2 a.m. the day before. And I think this is every designer, because she changes additions, things drop out, things look better a certain way. So we're working and working and working right to the very last minute, and to just get it perfect, even right till this afternoon, early this afternoon, we were finishing a few details.
Wow, so how many pieces are we gonna see on the runway this afternoon?
We're going to see 42 pieces.
And then tell me about the fabric. Tell me about the inspiration.
So we're using silk satin, organza, gazar, georgette, Russian broadtail, Russian sable, chinchilla, lynx, all the luxury furs, and the combination of furs as well, hand beating. So we've taken this It's really about, this collection is truly about luxury dressing. The inspiration was the Orient Express at a time when women dressed for dinner, whether they were traveling or not. And that whole inspiration is, I think you'll really see when you see the show.
Now, if you could define the brand, who is the Dennis Basso woman?
I think the Dennis Basso woman, she's young, she's international, she travels, she has a career, she has lots of interests. She's the modern day woman, I think, who at one time might have been the woman who ladies who lunch, but she's lunching in between doing two major projects and running a household and entertaining and raising money for charity. So she is really the quintessential modern woman.
Ventis, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
So what are you wearing this evening? You look absolutely gorgeous.
I'm wearing Zach, of course.
And then I'm assuming you came out to Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week for the...
Well, actually, I'm not here. I'm not fashion weeking. I just am coming to this one show. I'm here doing a theater show. So I thought I'll come here and support Zach.
Tell me about the theater show.
It's a really wonderful play called Sleep No More. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's very...
Yes, I got brought there for my birthday. So you're in it?
Yes, but I have a very secret small part. You maybe one of 10 people will probably see me every night. So
no way.
It's very secretive. It's very my appearance is secretive, low key. So
which character do you play, or can you not say?
No, I'm not going to say. You just have to see if you can find me.
I do
a lot of hunting to find me.
Wow, you completely blew me away because I had just gone to Sleep No More.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with it. I went to see about 6 or 7 times. I'd fly out from LA just to see the show, and so then they offered me a part in the play, and it's really a great experience. It's such a wonderful show and a great cast and all these people I really admire, and It's amazing.
Yeah, it was actually like a mind trip. It was so intense. And as you wander through the different rooms and the different levels and you're following the actors, and it was just it screwed with my mind, and it was so amazing. It was so intense.
It's really, there's nothing like it, really. You know, and you can just, I've been like 7 times, and I still see things I've never seen before, and so you can keep going back and over and never see the same show again.
It's like an adult haunted house.
Yes, it's like a scary, like David Lynch movie, and you're in the middle of it.
Absolutely. So what advice would you give to someone that is growing up and they kind of want to follow in your footsteps, and they say, oh, well, I want to be this and that, because you are a fashion icon, you are a mentor.
Well, it's tricky because I don't want to go around being a role model for, I'm not trying to tell people they should go be strippers. But really, I think the reason I have so many female fans of all ages is really because I think people like, that I'm doing something different that not a lot of people do, and I've kind of found my own way through doing what I do best. And, it's taken 20 years for burlesque to become the rage, but here it is.
Emma Snowdon-Jones and Clay Foran, and there goes her glasses, but we'll get them after. See, we can't even make stuff up like that. That was an amazing yes, and we will ad-lib. Yeah. My gosh, those were glasses that went flinging across the runway. You tried to trip a model.
I do.
No.
I know, I'm a triple model.
Yeah. All right, so Clay, you just produced a film. Tell me about the film.
Yeah, so it's a girls' revenge thriller that we're going to be premiering next month at South by Southwest. It's called Girls Against Boys, starring Danielle Panabaker and Nicola Liberté. So it should be a fun ride. It'll be a big deal.
Now, is there a website for the viewers to go to get more information on the film?
All of the press stuff that is now being on southbysouthwest.com, but our publicist will be releasing a lot of that stuff very shortly, so you're actually hearing about it a little bit earlier than you should be.
And they could probably IMDb the movie, right?
Yeah, it's definitely on IMDb and whatnot, and probably it's in the trades. It's been in Variety and everything else.
And then, Emma, I know that you are a large supporter of non-for-profit organizations, and you're always, I've been interviewing you for years now, and you just always like to give back and help the community all over the world. So what is it that you are now giving to and asking people to give to?
This is actually quite extraordinary, because every time you're online, when you're on Google, whatever you're surfing, that's when Google makes their money, yeah? That's your digital footprint. So this is a charity plugin. It's called enliken.org. And you can say, no, I want that money to go to a charity.
Oh.
And you just have to install the plugin, And then you can choose any charity you like, and they will make the money that Google would have made.
That's excellent.
And it's not money that would have come out of your pocket. It's amazing.
So where can someone go to download this plugin?
Enliken, ENLIKEN.org.
Elikens.org.
Enliken. Yeah, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. Amazing invention.
Awesome. Well, thank you both for
Thank
your
you,
time very much.
Rocco.
Absolutely.
You look so handsome
Oh.
on Valentine's Day.
Thank you. Look, I even have my red tie.
You should take that off.
Why, thank you. I have recording artists, Eric West. I'm sorry, recording artist and actor.
Let's not forget actor.
That's right. I don't want to. Yes, you are absolutely right. Eric West and Gina Ortega. How do you both do?
I'm great.
Good, I'm wonderful. Good to be out.
We're trying not to freeze because it's so cold
I
outside.
know we have to go back to LA and get warm a little bit.
I leave to LA in the mornings, but I'm gonna leave the cold for you guys. Yeah.
So what's been happening?
Oh, I've been extremely busy. I just got cast in a new movie called The Human Factor. I play a detective, Desmond Harris, 155 lines to learn, along with everything else. And I'm here, and then I wake up in the morning to get on a plane. So there you go.
Busy man. And then you're working with Rihanna.
Yeah, well, I opened up for Rihanna on my first tour. Just released a new record, so I'll be ready to go back on the road. So Perfect Love, Gina Ortega, look it up.
And is that record available on iTunes right now?
Of course, iTunes, Amazon, the whole shebang.
And then how's everything going with your music and Bubblehead?
Bobblehead's gonna be excited.
Bobblehead, that's right. Bobblehead, bobble.
Actually, but yeah, he's doing extremely well. His music video just came out called Sometimes, and yeah, that's going extremely well. I don't know if I'm gonna do music anytime soon. Acting is going so well, so I'm definitely focused on that.
I'm here with a very beautiful Erin Andrews. You just got out of the Pamela Rowland show. What'd you think?
It was fantastic. It was so ladylike and princessy, and the gowns I was just in love with.
And what are you wearing today?
Pamela Rowland, and everybody's in these like white or black, and here's me in this red short skirt.
It is Valentine's Day, and look, I'm
it is.
matching
I know.
tie.
We should
It's
go
like we're
out.
going out tonight or
Absolutely.
something.
Let's go to dinner. No, I have plans.
I got invited for a date and then turned. Okay, we'll do it another
You can
time.
come with us.
Me and your boyfriend.
No, my boyfriend. I don't have one, so that's fine.
See, so it's even better.
Yeah,
We'll plan it after. So then, what have you been up to? I know that you're doing your
College basketball right
Right.
now, and I just moved to New York City, actually like less than a month ago. So I'm trying to just get situated and figure out the city. I'm from the South, and I'm having so much fun here. I can see why people never leave the city.
And we're from the South when you say from the
I'm
South.
from Florida actually, but I have
Me
a
too,
house in
actually.
Georgia. Oh, really? Where?
Orlando. I was born in
okay,
Orlando.
Tampa.
Look, we're like Floridians here matching and we're tall and everything. How tall are you?
Exactly, 5'10".
So having a tall guy like me next to you is similar to you interviewing basketball players, right?
Or football players or baseball players.
okay,
You just
sorry.
hit me with.
I am so
You
sorry.
need to have better control over the mic.
I need to have better control over a microphone. Did I hurt your chin?
No, it's fine. Honey, I've taken a line drive to the face at a Mets game.
Really?
Yeah, so this is a jaw of steel over here, puppy.
Now, what was the worst thing that happened while you were interviewing someone?
You know what? I had a hockey player come out right after he was stitched up, and literally, like, his face was falling off. It was still bleeding. You could see it pulsating, and I turned around and looked at it, and I said, "Oh my God," on camera, and blanked out because I just couldn't get over that his face was, like, stitched up, and it looked terrible. And then I just said, "Did that hurt?" Yeah.
And then what did he say?
He said yes. And I didn't know what to say next because I couldn't get over the fact it was pulsating and oozing, and it was
Something
fabulous.
Similar happened to me. I was interviewing a designer and he grabbed my crotch.
Okay.
And I didn't know what to say.
And I don't know what to say right now.
Well, thank you for your time. You look
Absolutely.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yay.
I'm here with the very, very, very beautiful Eva Marcel. How do you do?
I'm amazing. Happy Fashion Week.
Yes, happy Fashion Week. I've been saying it's like summer camp.
No,
seeing
it
all
really is, because we see each other twice a year under the tent. Now it's in Lincoln Center, kind of different, but it's cute.
Right. That's
I passed by Bryant Park today. I was like,
Oh, I miss Bryant Park. How beautiful it is, and everything that happened there, and the excitement. But now it's a new leaf.
It's fresh, you know?
Fresh, exciting. You remember that song?
No, but I'll sing it with you.
So what's going on? You have a show coming out?
I do, actually. I'm in the middle of producing my own TV show on Oxygen. I did a show on Oxygen last year called Hair Battle, where I hosted. And then this year I now have my own show, which follows me and 3 of my girlfriends who are all baby moguls in the business, trying to do their thing. We're no one's wives. We have no kids. We pay our own bills, and
I like that. It's like the contrary of what's happening.
Want. Yes.
Right. To aspire to be. That's
Exactly.
you're
The
absolutely
one
right.
that you want your daughters to look up.
I'm sorry for kicking you. I didn't mean that.
You always want to kick me. I get it.
I just want to put you up on my leg. Oh, that's right. So what different things are you like when you say young mogul? No wife, no kids, no marriage, so it's not like those formats.
It's not.
So what are you working on? When you say mogul, like do you have your own business? What is it?
Well, actually, Tyra, thanks to Tyra, she had me brand myself a long time ago, maybe about 8 years ago when I first finished Top Model. But since then, I mean, I'm here in New York for Fashion Week. Walk shows yesterday, I have shows tomorrow, and then I'm also an actress. It's pilot season in LA. You know, I've done soaps and the list goes on and on. But just basically trying to conquer this thing called entertainment in Hollywood.
I like that. I'm trying to do the same thing.
Exactly. And some of us are in front of the cameras, myself, but I also do behind the scenes producing. And then another one of my girlfriends, absolutely gorgeous. She's an actress herself, Denise Lawton. And then Kelly Marie Dunn. She's the person for Lady Gaga's success. She's an amazing music manager. And then my other girlfriend, Nikki Chu, designed the White House, like the Obama's kids' rooms, and she's an interior designer. So we all do different things, but we all love each other and we're all trying to figure this thing out.
So when will the show premiere?
It premieres actually this summer on Oxygen.
Wow. Do you know the date yet, or we'll have to
No, we
just look
don't.
it up online? We'll see.
Exactly. Right now it's called the Eva Marcel Project. It's a working title. Hopefully we're going to get something like snazzy, not just like my name, for the title. So we're not exactly sure about that yet, but we're slated to come out most likely in July.
We are backstage at Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week at the Custo Barcelona show for his fall 2012 collection with key Maybelline makeup artist Gato. How are you?
I'm very good. Thank you.
Good. So I wanted to ask you about what products you're using, which Maybelline products, and the inspiration behind the makeup for Custo Barcelona fall 2012.
Okay. So the inspiration of the look comes from the idea of a nomad Indian girl. You know, this woman that wear a very, very flawless skin, almost nothing very natural, and focus attention on eyes with coal inside them. So to achieve the look, we're using Dream Nude Air Foam Foundation, which is our most lightweight formula. We apply on face, one section at a time, blending with short circular motions. Then we apply a stroke of Lumitote highlighted concealer in the center of the forehead, in the middle of the chin, under the eyes to conceal the dark circles, and along the upper cheekbone.
And what does that do exactly?
This is a concealer, so you can cover any imperfection.
Okay, a pimple, blemish, whitehead, blackhead, whatever.
Whatever that the foundation has not covered. And at the same time, it's a highlighted, so it gives to the skin a flawless luminescence.
Okay.
Okay, and then we focus on eyes. Firstly, we create an eyeliner inside the eye, in the upper and the lower lash line. You know, a lot, very, very strong. And then we use illegal mascara. Its formula...
It's illegal. No, I'm kidding.
No, I tell you. This formula contains fibers up 4 millimeters in length. But the reason I love the product is because the brush, which has 6 different contact points with each lash for a perfect and accurate result. And then, 5 minutes before the show, what we're going to do is we're going to spoil everything. We're going to make a mess. We're going to destroy the natural shape of the eyebrows. We're going to just match, you know, the eyes. So when the final result, when you see the model, you think, wow, this girl doesn't take care of herself. but at the same time, she looked beautiful. She looked
So
flawless.
it's like the bedhead look of the makeup when getting out of bed and she slept on her makeup and it's just a mess.
Yes, I think it's a sophisticated mess.
Yeah, a calculated mess, a calculated planned mess. I'm here with the Bella Giara. Lei è nato in Roma. That means she was born in Rome. So what brings you out?
Well, BCBG brings me out. Honestly, their stuff is so wearable, and I cook in the kitchen. I'm not a model, I'm not an actress.
You
so
could be a model. I mean, look at what you're wearing.
True, but my career is in the kitchen, and so I love wearable, sexy clothes that make me feel beautiful.
Don't you think it would be nice to wear sexy clothes in the kitchen while you're cooking? Have a glass of wine,
That's
play
the
some
point. And that's what I can
Romazotti,
do. And I can do that, and that's what I do in BCBG, and that's why I'm out here today.
and that's what you're wearing today, isn't it?
I am. It's a little more conservative than usual, but I don't know. I feel so powerful and strong in this outfit. And I love the lace on it, so I went with this dress.
Well, you are very powerful and very beautiful and very strong. So, can you give us a cooking tip? What is the, let's say, Fashion Week diet? For example, I want to stay trim. I don't want to gain too much weight because I may look heavier on camera. I love pasta. I love bread. I love the typical Italian fatty diet.
And they are not your enemies. I think that's the mistake, that people think pasta and bread and carbohydrates are your enemies. They're not, actually.
Really?
You're your own enemy.
Vero?
È vero.
Come on,
You know what
hi.
I always say? People ask me constantly, how do you stay thin and make all this great food and taste all this food? The bottom line is, I eat a little bit of everything and not a lot of anything. And that's sort of, everything in moderation is sort of the whole key. So you can eat your pasta, but just eat an appetizer portion of it. Don't eat an entree portion of it. You can have some bread, don't have 5 slices, have 1. I mean, that's
So
really
it
how it
comes
is.
down to self-control.
It comes down to self-control.
So
Yes,
when my
it does.
nonna's like, mangia, I gotta stay stuck calm. Ma non vorrei mangiare tutto la cibo qua, dai. Solo devi mangiare un po'.
Very good. Very
Io ho
good
cresciuto a
Italian.
Milano. I grew up in Milan. My family's from Pizzo, Calabria.
E io sono nata a Roma. So, Roman
That's
and a
right.
Milanese.
That's right. No, I grew up in Milan, but my family's from Pizzo, so Calabrese,
Oh, okay,
testatura.
Calabrese. That's true. That's true.
So the other question I have is, now when I make my family sauce, now all of us Italians, we make family sauce. I love to make the sauce. I grew up with this special recipe. It's my secret recipe.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you, otherwise I would have to kill you. No, I'm kidding. But some people say I put too much olive oil in it. Is it possible to overdo it with olive oil?
Not in my book.
Exactly. I love olive oil. I love it.
I do too. In fact, I always say to people, they ask me about my skin and my hair. I'm like, well, it's the olive oil. I mean, literally, I could drink it.
You're
I
right.
literally do. I mean, I put it
I
on
could bathe in
everything.
it.
Listen, I have oatmeal for breakfast, not
olive oil.
sugar, with olive oil. You got it.
Let's get married.
Why not?
Let's get married.
Why
Come on,
not?
we'll just bathe in
Why
olive
not?
oil. Do you know I'll order a pizza and I'll put extra olive oil on top that's spicy.
Always. It adds so much flavor.
Yeah, I
That's
love
what
it.
People don't realize.
And then my grandmother, mio nonna, in Calabria, she has nets under, we have land, and there's olive trees.
Yeah.
And the olives will drop on the net. She brings it to this place and they press it for her. So we have organic, real olive oil. It's amazing.
And where's my bottle?
You have to come with me to pizza and I'll give you one.
Whatever. Okay, we're done. We're done.
All right. Thank you so much for your time.
Mwah.
It's a pleasure. Prego, prego, sempre. I am here with Giselle, my future wife. No, I'm kidding.
You should say the very handsome Rocco.
Oh, I'm here with.
Just say that.
Well, you guys. Well, I can't say.
I know you're humble, but you know, you have to be realistic.
And you're very beautiful.
Thank you so much, but let's start again.
Okay. But I have to say, I'm handsome to myself.
Exactly.
Okay. Hey, this is Rocco, and you are here with a very handsome Rocco and
humble.
and the very beautiful Giselle.
I'm just kidding. I'm happy. I'm happy to meet you.
Very nice to meet you. What are you wearing? Look at your beautiful dress.
It's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. It's Oscar de la Renta, one of my favorites, and he's also a Latino like
I'm
me.
gonna twirl you. But look at this beautiful back. Hold on, stop. Look at her back. Oscar de la Renta, you did a very beautiful job.
I love it. And he's such a gentleman, and I love the way he portrays women with his designs. It's always feminine and elegant. I love it.
Now, I overheard you telling someone about garlic cloves, and we are here for Red
And
Heart
you helped
Collection.
me because my English is so good.
So then tell me about the cloves and.
No, well, it's just because, my mom, she has high blood pressure, and that's one of the reasons that I'm here because, I learned that especially between Latinas, the heart disease is the #1 killer, and
Dios mío.
And you know what, Rocco, I wanted to have my mom in my life for many, many, many years, and I'm sure that everybody that is watching us have the same feeling.
Yes.
So it's so easy to take care of our heart. It's exercise, just a little bit. We don't have to be bodybuilders. It's eat well and check. You have to go to see your doctor, take your blood pressure, take a look at the levels of your cholesterol. How are your levels of cholesterol?
I just found out they're actually 205. I think it's a little bit too high.
And what are you going to do about that? You're so handsome. You can't afford to, be.
Oh, thank you. Well, I'm going to change my diet. I'm going to exercise, less stress.
Okay, let's exercise together right now.
That sounds good. What should we do? We can salsa. So you want to run to the end?
Yes. You know what? I don't know how I'm going to do this. This is, I'm enjoying it and everything, but to be honest, I don't know what's going to happen on the runway. I'm not a model. I'm just going to have fun. I'm going to put I always say in Spanish, cara de lechuga, which means lettuce face, like nothing is happening. I am, Kristen Blinkley, and I'm going to, walk the
Well, you're
runway.
very beautiful, very sexy. Look at the light, and when you're looking at the light, you'll not see anyone else, and you just walk out and walk back and clear your mind.
Okay.
The designer asked me to open and close a show last season, and I did it.
Oh, you did it? And it was okay?
I was really nervous, but after the first time I walked out, it was great. It was like a high.
You know what? I'm an actress too, and
Act
I
like a
don't know.
model, like una
I'm gonna act
modella.
like a model. And we always say when you're doing theater, of course, if you don't feel those butterflies in your stomach before you got on stage, then something is wrong. And I'm feeling a lot, so there's a problem.
I'm here with designer Jackie Fraser-Swan from Emerson. The show just ended for the fall 2012 collection. I want to first say that I was watching the show and I was looking at the line sheet of each outfit and I was like, wow, 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 wow. You used neoprene, which is one of my favorite fabrics for that jacket, the utility jacket neoprene, pencil skirt neoprene. And I was like, wow. So tell me about, because you utilize so many different fabrics and cuts and shapes and I'll let you talk about the collection.
No, I think I'm known for my unique fabrics and using them in ways that maybe haven't been done before. I'm very textile oriented. When I see a fabric that I like, I just, a bunch of ideas pop into my head. I don't really stick with, oh, this fabric should be for, a button-down shirt or whatever. I just do what feels right.
So how would you define the brand? Who is the Emerson woman?
She's strong, modern woman, just risk taker, totally downtown cool. Yeah.
We were backstage with Jeremy Scott and the show just ended. How do you feel now that the show's ended?
I feel wonderful when the show's ended because that's a lot of pressure off my back.
Now, as I was sitting there watching the show, I was having flashbacks, like I was sitting down playing video games. I was watching Bart Simpson all over again. And it really blew me away because I thought, wow, how does Jeremy put these different fabrics together and how does he come up with the idea of this and that? And tell me where it comes from. What was the, let's say the inspiration, and then how did you end up working with getting the rights for Bart Simpson and just all these different things? I even saw, I think it was Charlie the Unicorn when you closed the show with him.
Oh, well that unicorn is actually we just made.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I don't know who's Charlie the Unicorn.
Oh, it's just, I'll have to email you a little clip. It's something online. It's Charlie. It's really
I'll
funny.
have to look it up. Yeah, no. That was just an idea of an image of a unicorn and kind of that kind of youthful rainbow thing. But yeah, the inspiration was really the internet and the computer itself, from the keyboard that we type on to the screensavers that we look at, all the windows that we have open all the time, and just how these portholes are opening us up to inspiration and information, of course. And just like the internet with Facebook not being able to ever really truly delete a photo that's ever there, you can't delete history. The same thing goes on with fashion. And so I can have coexisting at the same time flares with bondage pants or long with short, and it's not so dictatorial. Everything can kind of be together and coexist and live, and you never delete any part of fashion history.
And then how did it come about to get the rights for Bart Simpson? How did that work?
I just basically let them know that I was in love with Bart and wanted to use him for the collection, and they really got it, and they were up for it, and they were familiar with my work, and they understood the idea, and they were super supportive. So it was a great way to try to, make a match made in heaven.
What are you wearing?
I'm wearing vintage, and this spur is Isabel Marant, and the hat is custom made. I have a designer that makes a lot of my headpieces. I wanted to just do something different. I'm doing more vintage, 70s inspired Bianca Jagger, channeling her in the early 70s, late 79, 80s. I think fashion is just about expressing yourself, and that's what I'm doing now. This fits my personality.
And what perfume are you wearing? Because you smell really good.
Well, I can't tell you because I don't want other women smelling like me, but I'm happy that...
Kill me if you told me.
No, I wouldn't have to kill you, but I just have to keep you.
I'm here with Joe. Joe, man, how are you doing? It's nice to see you.
Good to see you too, sir.
Nice seeing you. So what brings you out to Fashion Week?
A lot. I came out here for a few shows. I wanted to be able to see Jeremy's show. I went to my buddy Simon Scott's show. Simon Spurs, sorry. And, just being able to come hang out, and there's so much to do. I mean, this weekend and this week has been packed with everything from fashion shows to parties and whatnot, so it's been really fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So what's happening with your music? Tell me about your album and music.
Yeah, well, right now I'm about to get my place settled in New York, and I'm going to start writing with my brothers again. So we're going to be working on another Jonas Brothers album and getting that started. But on the side, I'm working on my music, my solo stuff. I'm working on a movie project, so staying busy.
Bye.